with children and their families to prevent child abuse from ever happening, or if it has happened, to take steps to keep it from happening again.
And how do you know about these families? How are they referenced to you?
We receive families in several different ways. First of all, we provide services through parent education, through in-home visitation, and through safe exchanges and supervised visits. So we get our families from various sources. We get some from churches, from people who hear about us, who want to use our services. We get some from family attorneys, and we get some from the court systems where there's a problem where a family might be getting a divorce and there are issues going on. And we get quite a few cases from the state of Tennessee's Department of Children's Services.
And do you basically involve the whole family in dealing with some of the reasons or different ways to prevent, different ways to solve problems? Is that a lot of the counseling aspect of it?
Yes, it depends on the program. Now, our major program is our in-home family counseling program, which Hernan is very much involved in. And typically, we work with the entire family. We often go into the homes of families and work with them to ensure that they're working in a positive way as a family in order to avoid situations where children can be abused or neglected. However, in some of our other programs, like parent education, we're working exclusively with parents to help them learn how to do the things that make them better parents so that they don't get in situations where their children might get hurt.
I understand that. Hernan
Barenboim,
thank you for joining us. And you're a caseworker and parent educator.
Yes.
With the Exchange Club. Where are you from? Kind of tell the viewers with your Hispanic background.
I'm from Argentina, and I have a master's in psychology from Argentina, and I worked in Argentina like a psychologist and in Brazil.
Okay.
Then I moved here, and I'm working for the Exchange since 3 years ago.
And what exactly kind of cases do you have? Because I would assume Hispanics being a new community, being predominantly male, and with not an extended family, which I think would be a lot of reason. I mean, are you seeing a lot more Hispanic families?
Yes, we try to put focus on the family therapy more than individual therapy. But what happened first, we have to see more about cultural issues and legal issues, because laws about what is prevention of what is child abuse, for example, in Mexico and the States, differs a lot. So first, it's very important education of these people, and then we try to enter more in therapeutic things, like, for example, parenting, communication, and these kind of things.
So what are some examples of your outreach to the community on some of these issues? I mean, I think that's the hardest thing for almost any organization right now, since it's still a new community. But do you have a communication outreach for them on, whether it's seatbelts and how to prevent?
Yeah, certainly what here the American people understand about what is abuse is different from Mexico. For example, physical penitences or the style of timeout is very different. So, for example, in Mexico, if you hit the children, it's like nothing. It's like,
it's acceptable.
It's acceptable. But in the States, no. So it's very important to communicate to these people and get them to understand that here the laws are different. And if you do this in the street, perhaps you can have problems with police and you can go to jail and with BCS.
Do you find with the Hispanic community and growing up in New Mexico, machismos, I mean, they have that, and I'm sure domestic violence. Are they responding well because they know they're here in America?
Oh, I don't know why. We have to research more about that, but generally the best answer is for the women. Generally, they came more to therapy than men. Men, they said, I don't need that. I know how to deal with my family. I know how to do the things because I am the man, and the role of the macho is very predominant. But in the other hand, we have a lot of issues about domestic violence in the Mexican community. So it's hard to work in family therapy, having at the same time parenting issues, domestic violence issues, and a lot of problems about cultural competence to the place.
And let's just kind of touch base on some of these cultural differences. If you can just highlight some of the things besides being macho, the family machismo, and
machismo, yes.
So what are some of the other elements that are